Hi friends, thank you so much for being here. I'm back from vacation and I did do some online shopping for the Sephora sale. So I've compiled all of the things that I purchased during the sale, and today we're just going to be going over reviewing my Sephora purchases, do I regret anything, and sharing my experience with you guys on how I'm changing my shopping habits and really learning my preferences so that we stop over consuming and wasting our money. So we got a couple of goodies in here to talk about. I am wearing everything on my face. Mostly makeup, but we also got a couple of skincare, body care things. So if you want to know everything that I purchased during the Sephora sale and what I think, then let's go. I'm coming to you up and close and personal because we are starting off with the eye product that I got during the sale. Now, one thing that I did completely change this time around that I really think helped me enjoy everything that I bought and not have a single regret is going in store, swatching in store, taking pictures on my phone, going outside with the swatches, seeing how they look under different types of lighting. But anyways, the first product is the Kulfi Zari Eyes Eyeshadow Pot in Sona, which is this beautiful like gold with silver reflex. It's a very nice neutral kind of shimmer that basically can go with anything. Personally, for me, I like to wear this a little bit more sheared out, so I'll rub it in between my fingers and then I'll just lightly dab over my eyeshadow. I do have it swatched here, so this is a more heavy swatch. It's giving like that Space Cowboy Ritz from ColourPop kind of vibe. And here it is a little bit more sheared out. It doesn't have much of a base. And it is a creamy, whipped, moussey kind of texture. So if you're kind of sick of those like single eyeshadows like the Urban Decay that are very slippy and thin, if you want something that actually adds like more texture to the eyes, but it does set down and it does not flake and move around during the day, these Kulfi eyeshadow pots are really, really beautiful. Not all of them are super sparse and glittery like this one. Some are a little bit more like a satin or smooth metallic, so it does depend on the shade. I do get a little bit of fallout, so I always do my eyes first. Overall, very, very happy that I purchased this. I've been getting more into like those one and done single eyeshadows, and this one in Sona is perfect. I did get a complexion product during the sale, and this is the new Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Gel Tint, a skin tint. I do have the shade number 8. There is a swatch on the hand of the shade 8. I am in my summer color right now, so if we are shade match buddies, I always leave my foundation shade matches in the description box down below. And if you match me in my summer shade, shade number 8 is perfect for a summer shade. And here is a swatch on my face of that shade 8. I had been eyeing this product for a while, like basically since it launched. I had it in my cart ready to go, and I have absolutely no regrets of getting this product. It is everything that I thought it was going to be. It does have that grippy like adherence to the skin that you would expect from a product from the Hydro Grip line. Some people have complained that it is sticky. I do not find that to be an issue for me, but one, I have dry skin, so my skin just eats this up. Like there is no stickiness left because all the moisture that this provides, my skin will soak up. This is amazing for any kind of cracking or lines in the face because it is so hydrated that it's not going to settle or get dry. For a skin tint, this has really good coverage. I would say it's medium buildable. So here she is, completely blended out. And it doesn't completely like cover up my hyperpigmentation or my pimples, like obviously because it has a nice dewiness to it. It is not good for acne coverage. If you want just a very quick and easy, like don't have to think about it kind of application, this will offer that to you. It's very user friendly, and this gives me a good 10 hours of wear. Like my hair doesn't ever get stuck to it. It does not act funny with any of the other base products or cheek products that I put on top of it. It does have this tackiness to it. It does settle and dry just a little bit, but if you don't like that kind of like tacky sensation, you might not like this. The biggest con and the only con to this product is the packaging. It's so freaking messy. I really hope that they switch this packaging to have a pump on it. This is not an airtight packaging. Like even when I squeeze out all the air, sometimes I'll open up my drawer again and it's like all puffed up, and when I open it, there's an air bubble in there that pushes all of the product, and it creates such a messy opening process. Like it just keeps spewing out more and more product. When you first get it, it's really puffed up and full, but that's not full of product. A lot of that is actually just air. Everything else with this Milk Makeup Skin Tint is a 100% yes. This is absolutely going to be my summertime go-to base product. I got a highlight. It was really tough to choose between this highlight and the Haus Labs new like glassy balm highlight, but I ended up going with the Merit Day Glow Highlighting Balm in the shade Bounce, and I'm so glad I ended up choosing this one. Here is a swatch of that shade Bounce. The reason I chose this one over the Haus Labs is the Haus Labs, it basically gives the same kind of effect as this one, but it felt a little bit more slippy and wet, and I kind of feared that it would interfere with my makeup. Meanwhile, this one, I feel safe just brushing it on directly. This basically gives what the Rare Beauty Liquid Luminizer gives, but in a stick form, and I love the effect of the Rare Beauty one, but working with it just isn't as user-friendly. So I love that now I have this, and I've traveled with this, and it has never gotten melty or mushy. It has stayed perfectly in the stick form, and it does not disrupt anything underneath, and it's not glittery whatsoever. It's just like the most effortless glow. I'm so happy and excited to have this, especially now that summer is right around the corner. But do you see how seamless that is? And it literally took me seconds to blend out. This is more expensive. I do kind of wish the packaging was like a little bit weighted or in a different kind of material, because this is just plastic. To no one's surprise, I got multiple blushes. So I have been sitting on this Danessa Myricks Lowlighter. I use this one specifically in Unbothered as a blush, but I think they're meant to be like blush toppers slash highlighters. But this is another recommendation from Kathleen Lights. It has a really nice cool pink undertone to it, but it is not glittery at all. It's very, very smooth. And if you're familiar with the Yummy Skin formulation, it is exactly the same. And then I got one of the Huda Beauty mini blush sets. So these are so cute. They're way smaller than I thought they would be. Like this is one full size. So they're actually teeny tiny. This set came with black cherry and strawberry cream. Also, I don't know if all of her full sizes have this scent, because I do have Coco Loco from the Icy Nude collection, and it doesn't have this like artificial strawberry fruit scent, but these minis do. So if you're not a fan of fragrance, just letting you know that these do have that fake strawberry kind of scent. It doesn't linger on the face, like you can't smell it from your face. But here are the swatches. So here's strawberry cream, here's black cherry. Here's it spread out a little bit so you can see the undertones more. I know I have 3 of these, but I'm gonna make it work and put all of them on my face. I'm just gonna go in directly and mix these two together. I'm using the REM Beauty B1. This is their blush brush. This has been my favorite blush brush for creams and liquids. It is marketed more so for like their Hypernova Satin Matte blushes, but for creams, this is actually really, really good. So mixing the two colors, strawberry cream and black cherry, that's what you get. And here is just a very light layer on the cheeks. Is that not just the cutest freaking blush shade? Like, I'm so happy with this purchase because it's very, very rare, if ever, that I go through a blush, especially a liquid blush. So I'm okay with having these minis. And then going in with Unbothered, it's subtle, but I really like this as a blush topper slash a highlight. It just gives like a pinky shift to whatever combination that you have going on. And because it's that yummy skin, like cream to powder kind of formulation, I also feel like this helps like blushes and liquids that are too creamy to settle down a bit more, because it does set more of like a powder. But even when you get up close, it's not that texture enhancing, of course, because it is more of a highlight. It is going to enhance like texture if you have it in this area, but it's really not bad. I did repurchase my mini Kosas Cloud Set, so I am still scraping like the last little bits of my original mini. This is in the shade Comfy, but I did get a new one. I'll just show you for aesthetic purposes. I didn't get the full size just because that is a lot of powder, and I don't really wear that much powder. It's mostly to set my under eyes in this area. The most dry skin friendly, so forgiving, very blurring, but not tight feeling or anything. It's just a very natural kind of set. I just have like a very light layer pressed on versus this side with no powder whatsoever. Literally, I can use this powder anywhere on my face and I never feel like I'm overdoing it. It is my holy grail, everything that I need in one powder. And I did repurchase my Rare Beauty Laminating Brow Gel. Here is my fresh one. My other one was so worn that all of the writing had come off, and the brush, like, by the end it was looking a little nasty, but this is just one I'm always gonna go back to. Of course, I have been loving the e.l.f. Laminating Brow Gel, but this one still is better at laying the hairs completely flat to your face. If that's what you're going for, this is not the kind of brow gel that's gonna give you like texture or volume. This is just my number one. This is probably like my fourth one. So I absolutely adore this product. Will probably forever repurchase. I'm back wearing Fenty Beauty Extra Thigh before we go in with the lip product I got. I'm in another phase with this, but then again, when am I not in a phase with this? This is just one of my favorite lip liners of all time. Enough about that though. I've repurchased my favorite sun protection lip product, and it is by Case Skin. Is their Isle Lip Balm SPF 30. So I got a new shade. I previously had Irie Rose, which she's getting a little skinty. This is Bad Gal Berry. So in comparison, like, I've used a lot of this one. Something I really appreciate that K Skin does is they literally tell you when it's going to expire, and they last about a year. This one I've had a little over a year. It is expiring next month. So I tried to swatch Irie Rose. I just ran into like a little component malfunction. I really don't know what is going on. This has literally never happened to me with this product ever. So here's Irie Rose, just very sheerly swatched. That's all I could get out of the component. And here is Bad Gal Berry. So they are pigmented when you get enough out of the tube. They all have a really nice vanilla scent to them. You can smell it a little bit while it's on your lips. So just a forewarning if you don't like fragrance, that this is my favorite lip product to use that has sun care, because it does not taste like SPF, and they are basically like a really thick glossy balm. And if you're wondering, these are not grainy and they are not sticky. I put quite a bit on and it's not giving me any stringiness or like butthole lip. So overall, really good, affordable, under $20. glossy balm with SPF, and K-Skin overall, everything I've tried from them has been 10 out of 10. Okay, the hair's down. Listen, we're not gonna talk about my hairline, okay? We're not gonna talk about this situation. I just touched up my purple, and usually like the first day when you freshly like dye it, it looks a little crazy. So speaking of K-Skin, I tried their Bay Mineral Sunscreen Drops SPF 30. This is my favorite SPF I've ever tried, and I know I've said that about other SPFs like my Beauty of Joseon Relief Sun. I feel like all chemical sunscreens break me out, irritate my skin, give me texture, like no matter what. It's just the Beauty of Joseon one did it the least, but it would leave like tiny, almost like milia, like specifically in this area. So I've been trying to find a mineral sunscreen that one doesn't leave a white cast, doesn't feel grainy, doesn't feel greasy, like doesn't ruin my clothes, like all of that. And it is so hard, especially if you are darker than a paper bag. I also love this dropper component, love that. It is a little bit runny and it has like this off-white color to it. Here is a side by side. So I applied some of that SPF, no SPF on this side. It gives like the most natural kind of sheen. It's not dewy, it's not glowy. So even if you have oily skin, I think you would still like this. And it does have like the tiniest bit of fragrance, but I don't think it's added in fragrance. I think that's just like what the ingredients smell like, but it's so faint, like I couldn't even describe to you what it is. So if you're sensitive to scents, like I just think overall, if you have sensitive skin, if you have acne prone skin, if you're sensitive to fragrance, if you have melanin, a lot of depth to your skin, and you've really struggled to find an SPF that doesn't look white on you, ghosty on you, this like has answered all of my prayers. But the reason I like the K-Skin Mineral SPF more than the In Beauty one is, first of all, this packaging is like, this lid is not, like it's not attached at all. It comes off all the time. That's super annoying. Because it is tinted, is that this gets on your clothes and it will stain your clothes so bad. So for multiple reasons, this is now replacing this mineral SPF, and it has never broken me out. It's never felt gritty, not greasy. It is just so lightweight and user-friendly. Like, I'm honestly blown away by this product. I have two more products for body care. So I got a new intimate area wash. This is marketed as the Everywhere wash. This is by the brand Luna. They do have a fragrance-free version, which I do want to try, but since this one was on sale and not the fragrance-free, that's why I went for this one, because honestly, I was just being cheap, y'all. This has a very light, herbally scent, kind of like mint and eucalyptus, but like very subtle. So this Luna one is going to replace my Lola one if that one never comes back in stock, because I really like that this one is moisturizing. It does not strip, and it also doesn't mess with like the microbiome, like the natural pH of that area. And I do like that they have a fragrance-free version and that it's pretty affordable. And then the very last purchase from the Sephora sale is this Hanni Water Balm Instant Hydration Body Mist. This is the only product that I would say I could have gone without. And it's not a regret, because this definitely does fill a space like in my daily routine. It does fill a need that I have, but I think it's more so like the formulation isn't my favorite. I don't know if I would necessarily like run out and repurchase this once I'm through. But anyways, this is kind of like the Nivea like spray on lotion, where it's basically a spray on body moisturizer, but it comes off like a serum. It's a very like watery kind of serum, and it has like the faintest kind of scent, kind of like the Luna Intimate Wash. Like, it's a barely there scent. This doesn't add any glow. Like, it's not like a body oil or a body luminizer. Like, it's not gonna make your skin glowy and luminous. However, the need that this fills for me is when I'm in a rush, when I'm on the go, or if I need to shower somewhere else that's like not my home, like at the gym or someone else's house, where I just want something quick and easy to put on after the shower. I don't want to go through the whole process of a body butter or body lotion where I really have to like work it in and then my hands feel greasy and everything like that. I just wish that it did provide a little bit more of a glow and a little bit more of like a silky soft feel, because I'm not gonna lie, like this does sink in almost immediately, so that is like a plus. But also I think because it sinks in so quickly that it doesn't feel like the most moisturizing. There's way more hydrating products out there. I just thought this was a really cool new thing to try. I've never tried this brand and I've been hearing good things about their body products in general, so I don't regret this. However, it's just not my favorite and I probably won't repurchase it. Those are all my final thoughts on my Sephora sale purchases. I would say top 3 things from the sale gotta be number 1, the Milk Makeup Hydrogel Skin Tint. I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this. Also am so in love with this Lowlighter in the shade Unbothered from Danessa Myricks. And then this Case Skin Sunscreen. Those are my top 3 products that I purchased from the Sephora sale. I would love to know, did you purchase anything from the Sephora sale and what did you purchase? And how do you feel about your purchases? Do you regret anything? Do you feel pretty good about everything like I do? I would love to know in the comments down below. And if you want more get ready with me's tutorials, reviews, and other makeup things, then like, comment, subscribe. I am sending you guys so much love and light. And I will see you in the next one.